Y'all come on in. This phone went off, and I tried. It said, "Do you want to resume?" And I said, "Yeah." And all right, let's get the comments up here. Here we go. We are live. I'm a minute early. Y'all just come on in. Whew, I just came in from outside, y'all. So if I look a mess, that's why. It is so humid here. You can't even imagine the humidity that is out there today. It's unbearable outside tonight. Let's see. Rebecca Crowfoot just sent something, I think. Let me see, did it jump up? I seen her name jump up, but I don't know. I think she did. All right, Laura, hello. Carol, Kimberly, Patsy, Beth, Brenda. Y'all, everybody just come on in. I just went to the garage to help Tony unload the go-kart. I guess a lot of y'all know what was in the back of the truck now. I finally got back to that. We got waylaid by something else, so we didn't get back to tell y'all in time what was in the back of the truck. But I wasn't keeping it a mystery for a reason. We got waylaid by something else, and I didn't never tell what the something else was, but I don't tell everything on the internet. But we had to switch gears and do something else, so we got back to that today. So that's what was in the back of the truck. And I did another video to show y'all the field, the track he's been building. I know some of y'all have seen bits and pieces of it, but you didn't know what he was doing down there on the tractor. But that's what he's been doing. Last night came a huge storm. Did anybody get that storm last night? I should have videotaped it. I had just put Jace down to sleep. It must have been somewhere around 9 o'clock. I don't know. It lasted, I think, at least 45 minutes. I don't know. It was the loudest thunder, the most lightning. It lit up this sky. Tony was at the garage trying to get back to the house, but he just stayed in the truck, and he had a front row seat of all the skies. The thunder was loud as I've ever heard. We had flooding all in our county. The people had to be rescued in the county, getting out in the cars and stuff. The fair is going on, and all the barns where the animals was flooded with water. Not too bad or anything. You know, they were no animals was messed up or anything, because they were in cages up on, you know, like the chickens and the small rabbits and stuff. They were all in cages up high. But it had, you know, I don't know, 6-8 inches on the floor. So it was a mess. I don't know, that was the worst storm that I have ever remembered being in. And it was a mess. So I don't know if y'all had a storm last night or not. Mary said they got 8 inches of rain. I don't know how much rain. If somebody Googled that and found out, I'd like to know. But anyhow, it was one of the worst. And Tony said the same thing. It was, I mean, the thunder was loud. It cracked the sky. I mean, it shook the house. I was like, oh no. And it's every day we have gotten some type of storm and rain. And I never remember it being like this here. I mean, we've had a little thunderstorm here and there, but Pat said she's 40 minutes from me and we didn't get nothing. Well, last night was the worst one we've had. And like I said, it was long. It poured the rain. Talitha said, was you not afraid? I was afraid of storms when I was little, y'all. I ain't gonna tell you, because my mom was scared to death of storms. And I used to try to get under the bed and everything. She had me a nervous wreck because she was scared to death of storms. And we lived in a trailer when I was when I turned 12, we moved into a trailer, a mobile home. and she was scared to death of storms. So anytime it stormed, she would put us kids in the car, and we lived across the street from a supermarket. She would drive us. It was me and my two brothers was at home at this time. She would drive us across the street, and we would sit in that parking lot, uh, because she said lightning wouldn't get you if you was, the rubber tires on your car. So she was just scared to death of storms, and I think she made me scared of storms, and I was always kind of scared of storms. But now that I'm older and I know it's just thunder in the sky, it's not going to get you. Uh, but I used to not like them. If I was home alone, I would be scared to death when a storm came, but I'm not scared of stuff like that anymore. But my mom she the one made me afraid of heights because she did not like heights. And she would always, I was the baby girl, I guess, and she would always pull me aside and, don't get close to the edge. And so I think she made me as scared of heights too. But uh, I'm definitely not scared of rain or anything. But the thunder, I'm not scared of lightning, but the thunder, the noise of the thunder, oh man, I should have I should have videoed, but I was thinking Jay slept through the whole thing. But I should have got the camera and went out there. I didn't know it was going to be as bad as it was till it was over. But let's see. Ruby Lott said, pray for her. She lost a very sweet person in her life, and somebody was 97 years old. All right, I did hear from Dee Loudermilk's daughter, and they think it was a heart attack that Dee passed away from. So I wanted to pass that on to y'all. I found that out yesterday. It slipped my mind. Let's see. Maria said Catlett got 2.1 inches of rain in the last 24 hours. Okay. It seemed like more than that, but I don't know if 2 inches of rain is a lot, but our surrounding areas, we didn't flood right here where I live, but our county flooded, so it may have gotten more rain at different parts of the county. Oh, Becky said she's scared of lightning and hit her house one time and caught the garage on fire. Oh, mercy. How did I like my new doctor? I'm glad you asked that, Martha, because I got a question for y'all. This is funny. So I got a new doctor, and I don't know what nationality she is. Something foreign. I don't know. But she was real soft-spoken, and I had to ask her, like, huh? I couldn't hardly hear her. She's so soft-spoken. But anyhow, she said, well, while you're here, you're due for a diabetic foot exam. So if any of y'all know that, and I wore flip-flops to the doctor's today, so I didn't have to take my shoes off or nothing, and get my socks and all that off. I had my flip-flops on, so I just kicked my flip-flops off. And they take this little plastic thing and they poke at the bottom of your feet to see if you got feeling in the bottom of your feet. So anyhow, she said, I'm getting ready to do the diabetic foot exam. And she got down there looking at my feet. And she said, oh, I can tell you've been gardening. So I kind of like, how can you tell I garden? Because I really don't even garden, y'all. I haven't been in that garden since the very first of summer, when Tony was planting this stuff. So I was thinking, like, what? What? I know there's not dirt underneath my toenails. My toenails are painted and they're pretty. And I'm like, how can she tell I garden by looking at your feet? So I don't know. Do any of y'all know that? Know why? And she said it again. She said, oh, I can tell you've been in the garden. So she said it twice, and I thought, okay. I should have asked her, y'all, what do you mean by that? But I thought it was a strange observation. And I'm like, really, I don't garden. I don't go barefoot. I can't figure out what she meant by that. So, yeah, I thought it was weird too. Somebody said light green grass stains. My feet do not have any grass stains on them because I do not go barefoot outside. I didn't think to ask her. I think I was just so taken back. Like, somebody said, do you wear black bottom flip flops because those bottoms will stain your feet? My flip flops are black, but I don't think my feet's got any. I mean, they're dirty now because I just come in from outside, but yeah, I told her I had chickens, you know. And I don't even know if my feet was dirty. She hadn't really even looked at the bottom of my. Oh, I don't have a farmer's tan either, you know. But I do wear flip flops, but that don't make you a gardener, does it? I just thought it was strange. I'm like, I'm gonna have to remember and ask my friends tonight. Yeah, I thought it was a hoot too, Martha. I thought, well, okay. That's strange. I don't know how people look at your feet and tell you've been in the garden. I thought it was. Jean said calluses. And how does calluses? I might have a few calluses on the side of my big toe or something, but I can't tell, you know, because really I ain't been in the garden, you know. I mean, I wouldn't even count that as being in the garden. I pulled weeds twice, I think, and that was about it for my gardening. I don't, uh, I don't get out there. No, Jace is not here. He went home with Trevor after work today. Trevor said they might come back on Saturday, him and the baby, because Tiana has something to do with her mom on Saturday. So, Talitha said, does your toes look like green beans? I don't know. I don't know what she meant. Maybe I should email her and say, I happen to think of this. After I went. Okay, Martha wants to know how my sugar was. My sugar's bad, real bad. My A1C is bad. My A1C, I have not been to get my A1C done in like 9 months, y'all. And in that 9 months, it got totally out of control. So I have been on track now about 2 weeks. I'm tracking it. I told y'all I'm trying to eat more protein, more vegetables, natural fruit, not a lot of processed stuff. And Barbara said she watches your show. No, she didn't know nothing about my show. She's brand new to me. Yeah, I'll have to ask her when I go back. I'm not going back for a while, though. I go back in 3 months, and I'll do another sugar A1C test in 3 months. But she went ahead and sent me down for some blood work, just normal blood work. I'm in good health, y'all. Everything except my sugar, and that was the only thing. My sugar, my A1C, I don't even want to tell y'all what it was, but it was 9.7. It was 6 point something, y'all, and it was controlled. And the last 9 months have went out the window. I don't know where it went. But it'll get down. I've been watching it the last 2 weeks. I'm not eating any cereal. I'm not even buying any cereal. I'm not buying Little Debbie cakes. I'm not buying anything like that. So the only thing we have to snack on in this house, we have nothing to snack on. We have fruit. Fruit, that's it. And I will continue to buy any type of fruit, even if, you know, it's natural sugar. I'm going to get some just fruit. I'm going to eat fruit. I'm still on Ozempic, but I am on the very lowest dose there is. She asked me if I wanted to increase it, and I told her no, that I wanted to try to do a lifestyle change, get more active. I've been trying to walk back and forth to the chickens, not drive the buggy unless I have to deliver food or water. I've been trying to, you know, I've just been, and I do eat a lot of stuff that I'm not supposed to. Mainly cereal, y'all. Cereal with whole milk will shoot it up quick. Yep, I do eat a lot of berries. We do buy a lot of berries, but I do eat a banana and stuff. And I've been watching my sugar with what I eat, so I will know what I ate. And if I eat cereal, I know it goes way up over 300. So mine has got up to 9 point something before, and I got it right back down. So I'll do it again. I just been out of control, y'all. So I'm not gonna, I have a little, but I got about a half a box of Captain Crunch over there, and I'm gonna finish that, but I'm gonna space it out little tiny bits at a time. I am not on insulin. I am only on Ozempic, the very smallest dose, and I do take metformin. No, I don't. I didn't tell the doctor I had foot pain or anything. I told the doctor I was fine about everything. My blood pressure was like 108 over 66 or something like that. I have very low blood pressure all the time. So thank God that I don't have to worry about that. Because my mom had high blood pressure and Tony has high blood pressure. So he's always got to monitor that blood pressure. So I tell y'all what's wrong with me, so that way, y'all know I was eating all them Debbie cakes at Christmas time. It ran into Valentine's Day. So this is actually the last 3 months. So if I went the middle of or June, this would be actually April, May, and June. So April, May, and June, and I had all them vacations in there, and Easter was in there, and Easter candy was in there, chocolate rabbits and all that. And I do eat a lot of candy. I was buying candy. I keep candy on my desk. I love sugar. So that's what gets it for me. It's not food really, it's sugar for me. So I just cut the candy out. I'm not buying any more at the dollar store. Every time I go up there, I be getting me some chocolate covered raisins and all them little candies that I ain't supposed to have. But I just love, uh, I love candy. Where's my stash? I don't have any stash. All I got now is nuts. So I put me a container of nuts on my desk. So if I'm at my desk working, I eat some peanuts if I want something. So we can eat all the nuts we want. So I will be up in the nut intake and down in the sugar intake. I still do take metformin. I'm supposed to take it twice a day, but I only take it once a day. And so now I got to get back into the habit. Half time I forget to take the morning one, but I'm back on taking that now. So it'll all work out. It's just, I do not eat sugar-free candy. I don't. I do eat sugar-free Jello. That's about the only thing I eat sugar-free is sugar-free Jello. I did make me some of that. I've been eating breakfast now. I've been scrambling me up some eggs. What's my favorite nut? I like all the nuts, y'all. I eat walnuts, pecans, peanuts, cashews. The loaded tea does not affect my sugar. I'm actually Tony has one of those continuous monitors, so I put one of them on me for the last 2 weeks so I can monitor what I eat. So I'm going to try to get one of those for myself from the doctor, but she said if you're not on insulin, my insurance probably wouldn't cover it. So anyhow, Tony had some extra ones, so I said I'm going to put one of yours on me and I'm going to monitor it for a couple weeks so I can tell what I eat, and I'm watching as it goes up and down. I don't take the extended release. I just take the regular. So, and I don't want to eat sugar-free. You got to watch sugar-free stuff, y'all. That's all I'm going to tell you. Sugar-free stuff, it'll say it's no sugar and all that. You got to watch it because they put stuff in it that will spike your sugar. Uh, Sugar-free Jello is the only about sugar-free thing I have. I don't buy sugar-free candies. Some of them have more carbs than just a regular piece of candy. Now I do have some of those chocolate-covered strawberries. They're lower in sugar. So I do have them in the freezer, and if I really want something, I can go over and get one of them out. So that's good. I don't eat a whole bag of something. Darla, thank you for the gift. Yeah, a lot of it does, Helen, is full of sugar alcohol, so you got to be really careful about that. And I do see. What about the country teas? I can drink them, and it doesn't do anything for my sugar. I'm drinking one right now. This doesn't do anything. I can drink Mountain Dew. It does not spike my sugar. Or not Mountain Dew. Let me clarify that. I drink Diet Mountain Dew. Even though I call it Mountain Dew, it's all diet. Chris, thank you for the gift. Yeah, I think the more sugar you eat, the more you crave sugar. So I'm off of it, y'all. I haven't been on it. The chocolate-covered strawberries, what's the brand name of them? Tutti Frutti or True Fru or something like that. You can buy them at Walmart. Yeah, and a lot of people, you got to be really careful, y'all, about, I've been a diabetic for a while, so I know all this. If it says sugar-free cake mix, no sugar cake mix, I don't mess with them. They have more carbs usually than a regular cake mix. So you might as well just have a regular piece of cake if you really want one. Have a half a piece of something, and I throw the icing off. If I really want a piece of cake or something, I will have a half a piece, and I don't have the icing because it's not that important to me. True Fru. Okay, Kim Johnson said that chocolate-covered strawberries and raspberries that they make is called True Fru, Trufru. They sell them at Walmart, and Costco has them too. So I got them in the freezer, and every once in a while, if I really want something, I'll go get one of those out. But I try to stay away from a lot of stuff. I do eat sugar-free Jello, and I love sugar-free Jello. Shirley says her Walmart doesn't have the strawberries. You have to look. They're not where the frozen fruit is. Because I first looked in the frozen fruits, and they're not there. You have to look by the frozen desserts, and that's a different section. So look around. Walmart does carry that. You just have to look around. Yeah, angel food cake. I do used to eat angel food cake. If you really want something, get you some angel food cake with maybe a strawberry or something. But, you just have to watch. And if you're going to eat a sweet like that, you want to eat it with your protein and your vegetable. Eat it with your dinner, so it kind of helps. If you just eat it all by itself, your body don't have anything to work with. You got to eat it with your protein and your vegetable. So eat your can of green beans and a piece of cake at the same time. Let's see. Publix has the raspberries, blueberries. I haven't seen the blueberries or the cherries. I found the raspberries. All right. Well, let's get on to the devotion. We're going to run out of time. I had so much to talk about, y'all, tonight. But go watch the videos. I did the reveal what was in the truck. Yeah, you have to do some sort of exercise, Jennifer King. Exactly right. You need to get up and walk or something. That's why I try to walk every day to the chickens and back at least. All right, here we go. Thursday, July 17th, Deuteronomy chapter 15. There need be no poor people among you. The members asked why their church was buying a steeple. Was this the best use of God's resources? What about feeding the poor? The pastor replied that the funds came from donors and needed to be spent as they wished. Besides, he quoted Jesus, "You will always have the poor among you." The pastor quickly apologized for his flippant, out of context remark, which led me to wonder what was Jesus' context. 6 days before his death, a woman anointed Jesus' feet with expensive perfume. The disciples were disgusted. Why wasn't this perfume sold to help the poor? Jesus replied by quoting Deuteronomy 15:11, "You will always have the poor among you, but you will not always have me." Jesus often cited Deuteronomy, so he knew what was written a few sentences earlier. There need to be no poor people among you, for in the land the Lord your God is giving you, he will richly bless you if you only fully obey the Lord your God. Perhaps this was another reason for Jesus' rebuke. Poor people existed only because Israel hadn't obeyed God's instructions. Now the poor were being used to distract from Jesus, the true Israelite who would fully obey to the end. We need not choose between Jesus and the poor. We love people best by loving him the most, and loving him most inspires us to love others best. How do you help those less fortunate, and how does the life of Jesus and the things he taught you inspire you to share with those in need? All right, that's good tonight. We have really helped a lot of people in need on this show here, or whatever you want to call this. On my platform, some people call it an influencer, a platform, or whatever. I try to reach out and help others. I can't help everybody, just know that up front. But I do, when something is a need, I try to let y'all know about it. And so many of y'all have such giving hearts. Thank you for that. Anytime I come with you at a need, you're always willing and able to help me. Because I can't do everything by myself, y'all. But y'all are really put it out there. Let's see. Jody says, I mix 1 can of crushed pineapple in an angel food cake, no other water, and bake it. I have done that before. I can't remember what it tastes like now, but I think it was pretty good. My sister Debbie told me about that one time, and we made that. Linda Rees is on here tonight, thanking everyone for donating to help her with her little girl, Trinley, the little dog. And I don't know if Linda's met her goal yet or not. I don't know where her GoFundMe left off. But in the middle of that one, Dee Loudermilk passed away, and we were trying to help Dee's daughter. So both of those GoFundMes are out there, and both of them was a need. So thank y'all for anybody who donated to anything like that. All right, well, I think I'm going to get off here tonight, and I'm going to sit here. This one right here that I'm drinking, I'm going to finish this one off. This is my second glass, y'all. Rocky Top is the name of this one. CountryRoadsTeas.com. This one, y'all, this one was a new one to me. Let me know if y'all tried this one yet. The name of this one was Rocky Top, and it has in it peach, orange, pineapple, and pina colada. Y'all, it's a hydration, no caffeine, so mine's getting watered down a lot right now because I've had it sitting in this ice. Go check them out on their website, y'all. Ashley and Jeremy are good people. This is their little side hustle, doing these loaded teas. So anytime you need something like that, or pass their website around and help them out. These are sugar-free. They have some kind of something in them. I don't know what they got them in it. I'm drinking 2 big ones of these, y'all. I'm going to be up for a while anyways. I get up and down all night long anyway, so I drink. I'm hot, so I've been drinking a lot this evening because it just did me in walking to the chickens today. That humidity was, what they say, you could cut the humidity with a knife. All right, I'll talk to y'all soon. Good night, everybody.